Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes and welcome to a discussion on using expanding scales as a great practice tool to build saxophone technique. Today I'm going to be demonstrating using the E-flat alto saxophone, and I'm going to be focusing on the tonality of G, G major and G minor. Just be aware if you're playing the soprano or tenor saxophone and you want to play in the same pitch as me that you hear on this YouTube clip, you will actually have to play in the key of C and C minor, C major and C minor on your instrument to play in the same pitch as me. And if you're playing the flute, the guitar, the ukulele, the piano, any of the concert pitch instruments, you will be in the key of B flat major and B flat minor. If I play a G major scale in the way that most of us would traditionally practice that scale, it would sound like this. Just playing it straight up and straight down. Now in other tutorials we've talked about playing a scale in thirds like this. And I strongly recommend that as a great practice tool on any instrument to play your major scale and then try and play your major scale in thirds. But today I want to introduce the concept of an expanding scale. So this time if we take that G major scale, instead of playing it diatonically up and down in normal mode or in thirds, what we're going to do is every second note we play, so our first, third, fifth, seventh and so on note, will be the first note in the scale. And then each subsequent note will be an expanding interval. Let me just play the expanding G major scale exercise for you now, and then we'll discuss it further. So you can hear what we've done there is on the way up we went from G to A, a major second, then back to G and then to B, a major third, and then G to C, a major fourth, G to D, a major fifth, G to E, a major sixth, G to F sharp, a major seventh, and finally G to G, which is an interval of an eighth, but in music we call that an octave. On the way down, we kept the octave G as our home bass note, and those intervals expanded in the same fashion, progressively wider as we descended. It's a fantastic way to open your mind's ear up to the concept of wider intervals. Let's shift across to G minor. If we played a G natural minor scale, that's G to G with a B flat and an E flat in it. It would sound like this in normal scale practice mode. Now if we played that same G natural minor scale in an expanding scale fashion, it would sound like this. Very powerful. You'll find as you get used to playing scales in that expanding fashion, when you go to create a melody, you won't be stuck in this type of playing. You'll be prepared to risk a wider interval melody or solo when you're playing creatively. It'll just start to happen naturally. Okay, so you can just hear there's some quite wide intervals in there. I hope you've enjoyed that, perhaps learnt something new that you can apply to your practice sessions when you're playing scales. Bye for now.